I mean, on paper you would take that, considering where Wormley finished sort of last season. We're the new boys, just been promoted. So in regards to that, we'll take the positives out of it. A clean sheet. Defence were tremendous today, I thought. Just making sure that the game was sort of safe. I didn't feel a threat at any point of the game, and that's obviously down to sort of that concentration of our defence, and we've really strengthened in that department, and obviously with Jack as well in there with his hand in, it was really comfortable. I just felt going forward we lacked a little bit of cohesion. Our touches in a lot of times were off, or decision making in the final third was off, and obviously it's a learning curve for some of our players who probably would have got away with it last season, step 7, but at step 6, defenders, they're just a bit more smarter, and just with a bit more know-how, you won't be able to sort of get away with it. But saying that, obviously we still missed a couple today as well, that I feel would have made a difference. But look, it's a steady start, and the thing with this league is that you can't really dwell on results too much, because there's usually a game around the corner straight away. So we'll go again Tuesday. Now, if we can get a good result, that's 4 points in the first 2 games. We will take that. As I said, as a newly promoted team, and then we're just assessing as the season goes on where we can be.
I think if we'd have conceded from anything they had on target today, we'd have been annoyed. But yeah, I think Geoff summed it up really well. I think you come here, they're an unknown quantity in terms of the fact that where they finished last season was obviously quite high up, and we're not used to much. Well, to be fair to Middlesex Prem from last year, it's more organisation they were up against. I think it's a missed opportunity for us in terms of the fact that I was quite surprised at how they played and the fact that they stuck to it. I think they set up to just not concede a goal rather than to actually try and win the game. So it should have been on us. Missed Fred massively, as any team would. That's not a downer on any of our other players. It's like you take a 30-goal man out of the occasion, someone who's an unbelievable striker. We were struggling a little bit in terms of that, but it's a fantastic occasion. Again, first game, get it out of the way. Great travelling support again, and that's sort of what it's about now, going to actual grounds and actual clubhouses and being able to enjoy yourself. And first point on the board, first clean sheet on the board. I'm in the 90s now in terms of appearances, so very small positives to take, but that just shows how far we've come as a team, really, in terms of we're not happy with that at all. There was disappointment in a lot of people at full time, and yeah, we're on to Tuesday, big game on Tuesday, a little bit more local than here. Got the 2 local ones out the way, unfortunately, so much to be done, but first and many, and hit the ground running from Tuesday, I think.
Defensively, we were very solid, compact. We've been playing together in pre-season and doing stuff the right way. I think at times in the first half we didn't really play our patterns that we're used to. We was a bit impatient, going a bit too direct. So it's just a learning curve for us, the nerves, the occasion as well, coming into a new division, it's natural, it happens. I thought in the second half, at the beginning, we started to play our patterns a little bit more, and then it dropped off again towards the end. So it's just about finding that consistency and doing the right things and keeping the right habits. But collectively in defence, I thought we was quite solid and compact today. Clean sheet, as the skipper said.
Something to build on. Look, I mean, you start the first game under defeat, morale starts to be low, especially on the back of the pre-season that we had. So it was good that we didn't, take a defeat today, but levels are high. Like Jack says, people were disappointed at the end, and so that shows we know what we're capable of. And we're not going to fear anyone in this league. We're going to go into every game sort of with a similar sort of attitude. We're looking to win as many games as possible and see where we are, because it seems like a mixed match league. You just don't know who's the favourites, who's not. The teams can change so much at this level. A team loses a few 4 or 5 players, all of a sudden they become mediocre. Add 4 or 5 players, they're challenging for the league. You know what I mean? So it can change from week to week. So it's just important for us that we stabilise ourselves. It was good today. Players at the end of the game, the initiation song. So it's that sort of things really. It's building that camaraderie, and that family feeling that if we can stick with this squad going through the season, we'll only get better.
No, to be honest, I think we have a squad that can challenge for sure, especially. You never know. But in terms of pre-season and all that, I think it was good to get. I think we've recruited really, really well in terms of all positions and people that have experience higher up as well. Not that I think that necessarily matters. I think we've got a good blend of new players that have come in. There's 2 or 3 players now for every position, and we're going to have 40 odd games during the season, so there's going to be times midweek work and all that sort of thing. We're not professionals yet, as we some people still have that dream but gave up on that a long time ago. But yeah, in terms, I'd be disappointed if we don't get top 6, to be honest with you. And I think sort of have a platform, and then people will come and see what we're doing at the Dog, our support, the actual quality of the pitch as well, and then I think people want to be part of what we're doing, which is great. I mean, not to there's another team whose game didn't go on today at a certain stadium because they didn't have lines on it. So that's why is that? That shows that shows how far we come, and there's no place I'd rather be in terms of what we're doing as a fan base, in terms of what we're doing as a club. And I'm just really, really looking forward to this season. As I said, the first one's out of the way. All the nerves should be gone now in terms of thinking maybe subconsciously people might have thought, are they at the level or whatever. Middlesex, we only lost 2 games here. I think we could hopefully put a run together if we win the next game. That's 2 unbeaten, and then we try and take that into Saturday. But yeah, great start. Well, sorry, great to be started rather than a great start. It's just good to be out there and playing games rather than friendly games where you don't know, you can't base it off friendly games and from pre-season because other teams play them and they get different results. But I think we're despite what you saw out today, and apologies in terms of the quality and lack of it, but I think we are balanced in terms of the squads, and I think you're going to see some really, really good football, much better than what we've been playing in recent years.